Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode. Today we got matches against Sporting in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and we got Southampton at home in the Premier League. Hope you guys are excited. We're just gonna go into this first game of the video, and press the like and subscribe button. Comment down below, and let's get right into it.
Hello and welcome to Lisbon, one of the great football cities. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. Only 8 teams left in the race for Europa League glory. We're at the quarter-final stage of the competition. It's Sporting up against Arsenal.
Well, semi-finals are very, very special indeed, but you can't let your eye wander. There's still quarter-final football to be played, and they can be heartbreakers.
Chance to cross. The keeper was up to the task.
Well, it's a decent effort, but the real opportunity goes begging there.
Nicolas Pepe. And he's made headway. There it is, and just the ideal start.
Well, here's the replay, and as we see, it's a class ball through to split the defence. And because he's on his own, he collects himself, and he finishes it perfectly past the keeper.
The opening goal of the game then. Passes like that, very much in his repertoire. Keeping the ball moving. Defensive efficiency personified. Pedro Gonçalves. And with it, João Mario. Won it back. Pepe. Plays it back. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Weighted ball from Aubameyang. Can he put it in? It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident, and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, I think the keeper's expecting power. He's expecting the laces to come right through that ball, but he just passes it into the net. A lovely, lovely finish.
It's going their way, 2-0. Throw-ins given. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Nicolas Pepe. Aubameyang. In position. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through, and he takes full advantage of the time he's given. It's an accomplished finish too.
So back with the action, and Arsenal sprinting away with ease. Willock. Useful looking ball. Will it be? Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here's the replay, and as we can see, the defence can't cope with the through ball. And sometimes, with all the time in the world, you can fluff your lines. But he composes himself and slips it past the keeper beautifully.
Blistering first-half display, and just look at that score. Coates. And with it, João Mario. Paulinho. Well, they couldn't keep it. Nicolas Pepe. And space to attack. Aubameyang at the ready. And a goal to seal the hat-trick! A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really dangerous ball into the penalty area, and he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to.
Oh my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And now Paulinho. Pedro Gonçalves. Thomas. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. That is that for the first half here.
Guys, what the first half, we dominated them completely. I don't think we even got a shot on our goal. We just showed our class, showed the whole first half, and hopefully we can continue to do that in the second half. But we're going to make some subs because the job is basically done, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just going to make all 3 subs right now because the job is finished. And then the next game at home, I can just rest my players.
The start of the second half in this Europa League quarter-final first leg underway. Aouar. On to Pepe. It's with Aouar. Lacazette. Now with Pepe. Well, they keep passing away. Houssem Aouar. Thomas. Pepe. His third goal of the match, and you cannot argue with that.
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. And they have possession again. Well, no doubt many of you have been hearing the transfer rumours. It does look as though the deal could be on, Lee.
Well, time will tell, Derek. I'm surprised it's not happened already, to be fair. The grapevine has been red hot.
Oh, he's put it just a fraction wide of the post. Aouar. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Neto. It's with Nuno Santos. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Nuno Santos. Oh, great vision. Oh, big opportunity. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. Thomas. On to Pepe. Lacazette. Gabriel Martinelli. Just a quick reminder, we have more action from the Premier League coming your way. It's Arsenal facing Southampton.
Well, that should be a really interesting match-up atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Joao Mario. It's with Nuno Santos. Crossing opportunity. However, nothing comes of it. Over it comes. Well, the header didn't exactly go to plan.
Well, I'm not sure what he did there when he caught it on the top of his head, but whatever he did, it was a poor attempt.
And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Read it well. A real defensive commitment there. Awar. Martinelli. Nicely timed tackle. He's enjoying space. Out of play it goes. He was under a bit of pressure. Well, being pressed here. Inside the final 5 minutes now. And winning it back. Nicolas Pepe. Gabriel Martinelli. Fruitful looking attack. He succeeds in clearing it. And over comes the corner. Punching it clear. And there it goes, the final whistle. Arsenal with the lead going into the return leg of this tie.
Well, almost job done, another leg to come, but it seemed like...
I gotta say, it's been a good performance from the guys today. The team play was brilliant. I'll give the team a rating of 10 out of 10 because we just dominated them from the first minute to the 90th. Hopefully we can keep up the brilliant team plays in the rest games in this video. Hopefully we will see.
Just some questions regarding the match.
Just gonna skip through these quickly.
No further questions.
Gonna go with the same team that we beat Sporting with. Hopefully we can pick up another W.
Welcome. Our venue for this game is the Emirates Stadium in North London. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary position by Lee Dixon. And today could well be the day when the league title is clinched. It's Arsenal up against Southampton.
Well, you can feel the nerves in the crowd, Derek, can't you? Hopefully the players are not sensing that. The title's there. It's up for grabs. Don't let it slip. Be brave.
Couldn't keep it. And this is the Arsenal starting 11. Bernd Leno gets the nod in goal. Thomas Partey starts with Mohamed El Neni in central midfield. And operating in attack today, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Joe Willock. Bellerin. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And a touch of finesse. They've found the net. And who knows, it could be the goal that wins them the championship.
No wonder they're celebrating, Derek. Can they hold their nerve now? Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball. And then just look at this finish. Just entices the keeper in. And it's a lovely dink to deceive him. Fantastic goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Redmond. Well, they get the ball once more. Oh, he's through here. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy, Lee.
History beckons. There's no way they'll throw this away now. Well, here it is again. Ball into the box from the corner. And what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the goalkeeper absolutely no chance. Fantastic goal.
So 2-0 now. Lovely ball over the top. Is it going to be? And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, here's the replay. It's a lovely time pass over a static defence. And sometimes, with all the time in the world, you can fluff your lines. But he composes himself and slips it past the keeper beautifully.
So the game continues, and Arsenal cantering to victory now. And he was in the right place to intercept.
Well, look at the stats. Arsenal controlling possession here. And what that does, it just relaxes the team. If you've got the ball, you enjoy the ball. And they're turning it into goals as well.
Given away by Arsenal. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. Options in the middle. Ings. Have they given him too much space? Redmond. And dispossessed. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Walcott. And the cross is very much on. Ibrahima Diallo. Kyle Walker-Peters has it. Walcott. Well, you can sense the threat is there. And couldn't stay onside. That's a pity. Gabriel. Thomas now. Kieran Tierney. Saka. Potential danger here. Is this the moment? Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely ball into the box. And from there, the soft cushion volley is an absolute dream. I love this goal.
Well, there's the half-time whistle, and it's all going swimmingly. They're just 45 minutes away from being crowned champions.
Another dominating performance, guys. Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna give Aubameyang a rest. I want Lacazette to shoot some goals. Yeah, this should be the team that we go back into the second half with. Hopefully, we can score some more goals.
And so the second half commences here. And it was one-way traffic in the first half. They're going to need all their time if they have designs on a comeback. Ings. Well, it was a very good-looking move, but alas, no end product. And breaking at pace with menace. Oh, big chance. It has to be, surely. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprise is the key, and he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Willock. Lacazette. Arsenal have given it away. And space for the cross. Oh, surely. Tenacious tackling. Excellent defending there. And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Southampton facing Everton.
Yeah, Derek, should be a great atmosphere there. It's one I would be tuning in for if I wasn't there with you.
El Neni. Bellerin. Absolutely nothing wrong with the idea, but no end product. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. So making the substitution now. Throw into Arsenal coming up. Holding.
Over the top for Saka, hopefully. I hit this way too hard. Let's make some subs. We should have been on. Yeah, Husamova. I'm gonna put Saka over here on the right. Give Pepe a little break and bring on Martinelli. Let's score some more goals,
Time
guys.
for the change now.
Southampton making some change. Like Danny is being taken off. It's Adam.
Romeu. Here's Walcott.
Here's Walcott, the snake.
Bednarek. So 20 minutes to go. Martinelli. And he's broken free. He truly was in a wonderful position, Lee, but he squandered the chance.
Well, he went for placement, he didn't go for power, and he's missed it. Well, there's just no cohesion, Derek, in this defence, and they're taking full advantage. They're creating so much from midfield, and the forwards are having a half-decent day as well.
Oh, he's through here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Redmond. Romeu. And a creative look about this. Walcott. Oriol Romeu. Well, they have it again. An incisive pass. Houssem Aouar. And there to intervene. Redmond. Tremendous challenge. Inside the final 5 minutes now. Really good interception. Aouar. A good and fair challenge. Walcott. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Shane Long. Good-looking ball. And the referee has blown for full time. It's official now. The champions have been crowned.
There you have it, guys.
Absolutely top of the pile.
We've been crowned champions of the Premier League in our first season. Another great performance from the boys today. 6-0. Here you are, guys. Last game of the episode against Sporting at home to go into the semi-finals of the Europa League. And this is the team we're going with. Let's get right into it. Water in your mommy body. Can't control my body when we push it in your mommy. She burn out when we push it in.
Well, no doubt about it. Gunning for victory. The home side tonight. We're in North London, the home of Arsenal. I'm Derek Ray,
Let's
and
pick
with
up
me
the
here
win
on the
against
commentary position is Lee
this
Dixon. And
pub
we are
side.
readying ourselves for a second leg
Yeah,
match
let's
at the
dribble through all
quarter-final
of them,
stage
Martinelli.
of the
You know they're
UEFA
good like
Europa
that.
League. It's Arsenal up against
Come on,
Sporting.
Saka, I need you to
Arsenal
make
in
it one.
total control in that first leg, Derek. Normally when you
I tried to play
dominate in
no
the
one,
middle of
yeah.
the park, you normally win games.
tried.
They did that. They were clinical up front and really solid at the back.
Why am I taking Lacazette to defend? Elneny, you should be here. Good work, Lacazette.
And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Granit Xhaka plays with Mohamed Elneny in
really
central
closing
midfield.
down our
And the
work and
starting
being
role in
turned.
attack is handed to Alex Lacazette.
God damn, look how much people are on the wall, dog.
That's an effective cross.
Great cross
into the
from
back post.
Sheikh Kolasinac and
Wide of the target,
Martinelli.
and he's going to be
Snuffed his
disappointed.
lines.
Disappointed. Wow, it's a shocker. He should be doing a lot better than that.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man. Lee, what do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, if I'm a teammate of this lad, I want to get the ball to him as
give me the
often as I
ball.
can because he's a safe pair of
thanks.
hands. Give him the ball, normally something happens. The link-up play between the different departments of the team is second to none.
And Lacazette, can he put it away? But it can't get through. Elneny, now Lacazette, body in the way again. Lacazette here.
Damn, he read me like a book, man.
Chance to play it in,
Hopefully a cross from Maitland-Niles and
but
it
nicely
got blocked.
executed defensively.
Pass it to Elneny, back to Saka.
Saka,
Cross.
great block,
God damn, they're just blocking everything, dog.
and he's in. But it can't get all
Come
the way
on,
through.
Martinelli, you gotta do better than that, bro. Come on, bro. Hopefully you can win it back here.
Palinha,
And they just pass it.
and the
this
ball
way.
with Pedro Gonçalves.
Bro, I hate playing against
And Sporting
pieces
in a
and they
position
just,
of potential menace.
and they just pass it like this. It's so hard
Pedro
to get
Gonçalves.
the ball off them.
Can he take the chance?
Don't give him a shot, don't give him a shot.
And
That's a
that
good
is
one.
defending of the
Wasn't
highest
the
order.
greatest defending, but we still won the ball.
Well, this is certainly the home of live football,
Inside to the
EA
midfield to
TV,
Granit
and looking
Xhaka.
forward to bringing you more action from the
Inside for
Premier League.
Lacazette.
It's Arsenal facing Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium. It should be a really entertaining match.
Gotta go back into our war. Into
Bukayo
Saka.
Saka.
Come on, Martinelli. Ah, bad first touch. Okay. Oh, shit. Down on
Jovan
the counter
Cabral
here.
with it.
Come on,
And
Salva.
Sporting looking creative here. Antunes.
See, they
Oh,
just
nice
passing
ball.
the fucking ball again, dog. Just pass. No penetration.
borderline
no
offside,
fucking
but correct.
penetration. EA needs to fix this, dog. It's hardly any competition,
Granit
honestly,
Xhaka.
to be playing these butts. I might start doing
Martinelli.
seasons or something.
He's lost it. Space afforded him. And options in the centre. Pedro Gonçalves. Not the pass he had in mind.
Hopefully we can break here.
Granit
No, I
Xhaka.
thought that was Kolasinac, but I think it's alright. Caught it back here for Aouar.
Houssem Aouar.
Yeah, they are done already on
Strong but fair tackle.
Don't mind that. That was just my phone going
Well,
off.
that's going to be all for the first half here at the home of Arsenal.
It's been a decent first half so far. Well, not real decent, but we haven't scored yet. But hopefully we can find the breakthrough in the second half. Let's get right into it.
Underway in the second half of this Europa League quarter-final second leg.
Good battle there from Aouar.
Xhaka's lost the
I tried
ball.
to play that through to Lacazette. He would have been away there if we got that pass off.
Stefan Ristovski.
And that's too
Into the
easy.
penalty area. Well, goal kick,
Okay,
just as it
goal
was
kick.
looking promising.
Saka, make a one.
And that will be the keeper's ball.
We try and make the life.
Well,
Ref,
foul
I
play,
didn't do
says the
nothing.
referee.
Come on. That's like ref. That ain't no foul. I didn't even do nothing.
And he
We
did
got it
well to
back
cut
here.
it out.
Oh shit. I lost it. Fuck me.
Gonzalo Plata. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves.
Man, who the fuck is this leader?
Crossing
Mr.
opportunity.
Biscuit. What the fuck is that name, Bo? Bo, stop fucking spinning like a top. Referee, I got the
Bad
ball. I
challenge,
got the
and now
fucking
it's up to the
ball.
referee in terms of what to do
Who's
next.
this referee dog?
And that will mean a caution.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
Who's this referee? Man's a prick.
Foiling them
Oh.
effectively.
Oh, no, Bo. Whoa, no shots.
Can he
no
take
shots.
advantage?
No shots. Oh, damn. Whoa,
It has to be.
whoa, what?
And there it is, the opening goal.
Okay, that
1-0,
was
and
that
they'll
was a
feel
bad
they
defense on
deserve
my
it.
part, to be honest. I don't know why it's
On
sliding there
aggregate,
for.
it is 6-2.
It's nothing, it's nothing. No way, right? They can come back on this. No way.
Aouar.
If they do come back on this,
El Neni.
I'll just do with FIFA one time.
Xhaka with it.
But it won't happen, so I won't have to do it.
Kolasinac. Aouar.
Man, they really
They've
they
given
ain't
it
giving
away.
me no kind of space, dog. How wasn't they playing like this in the first leg? If they play like this, it would be
Pedro Gonçalves.
more of a challenge.
Here's Bruno Tabata. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves.
Oh, maybe I gotta bring on Aubameyang or something.
A really
I need
effective
something
shielding under pressure. Keeping the ball moving.
Whoa, stop fucking spinning.
Pedro Gonçalves. The ball back with Arsenal now. It might be perfectly set up
Saka,
for the
that's
counter-attack, you know.
That's one.
End
That's
product
one.
or not.
Finish. Ah,
There
bullet.
it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder
That's
he's
the
off
equalizer,
celebrating.
guys. A quick counter attack.
Well, let's look at this again.
Assist
Magical
from
football on the
Kusamoa
break.
and the
Surprise
goal
is the
scorer,
key.
Bukayo
And he
Saka.
chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the
Hopefully they
keeper
can-
when it's hit
Oh
that.
shit! Oh no! Fuck, bro. I wanted to make some subs. He already kicked the ball, so he won't. The subs won't make until the next time the ball is off. Martinelli's been poor, to be honest, but I'm gonna give him the rest of the game, to be honest, because yeah, he's barely played any game, honestly.
Hard.
Inside the last quarter of an hour. Bukayo Saka. Aouar. Now potential danger.
What a pass from
Single-minded
Houssem
attacking
Aouar.
by Lacazette, who
And
has
what a goal
scored.
to shoot Alex Lacazette. Come on.
Well, here's the
Oh, look at
replay,
that
and it's
pass
a lovely
again,
through
dog.
ball
World
to
class.
set up the chance. And
World
then through
class
on goal.
passing.
Do you go for placement or do you go for power?
Decent
Well, he
finish
certainly wasn't
as
messing
well by
around, was he?
Lacazette.
Absolutely
Look,
smashes
he
it
got
past
the
the
goal
keeper.
before.
It's a
He
really
came
lovely
out, so
finish.
maybe I shouldn't.
Well, 2-1 it is
Maybe it's a
here.
good thing why the subs didn't came on
Just
directly
10 minutes
after
to
the
go.
75th minute.
Martinelli. Well, possibilities in the centre. Kolasinac. Well, the attack
bro, I
carried
told you
promise,
to pass
but
that.
petered out.
Okay.
Can they hit
What?
on
You
the
keep
break?
that in? No way. Bro, don't come here. I'm going to tackle you if you come here, bro. Okay. Bro, where you heading the ball? You want to head it off?
Pedro Gonçalves.
Bro, where you doing?
He's
Bro,
got
how
to
is
score.
what? Come on,
And a
bro.
goal to delight
How
the
are you
fans.
still shooting
Just
that?
what they were hoping for.
Bro, that's fucking
Well,
hell.
a glut of goals, two
That's
apiece.
poor. I can't believe what the fuck? I can't believe I conceded 2 goals against this side, dog.
And the electronic board delivers the news.
Man,
2
what-
minutes
what
of
these
stoppage
race,
time.
man, dog? I don't even
Martinelli.
know who they are.
Awar. The final whistle then,
Guys,
and Arsenal go marching on.
Why am I
What confidence that will give him a
cursing for?
huge
I
margin
shouldn't
to
be
go
cursing.
through.
We just through to the semi-finals. Why should I be arguing? Wasn't the greatest of performances, but you know, sometimes you gotta